Alrighty, y'all. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm looking crazier than usual because my skin is just broken out from pollen and all this spring stuff going on. But I am just sitting here, not doing anything really. I was trying to go to sleep, but I'm really tired. But yeah, so I am sitting up. Oh my gosh, I look crazy. Oh my god, that looks worse. I look so much worse like this. Don't y'all judge me. I know there's some people that probably do not watch my videos. Some do, maybe. I don't know. I hope you do. I hope you find an understanding within yourself. Hopefully. You're like, you know what? I am not alone with my issues. I am not alone with my depression. And hopefully you can become the better you. I'm still working on that because I just don't. I feel very off lately. Like, I just seen the accident that happened to the young boy at the amusement park thing in Orlando, and it was very sad. That is a very, very sad situation, and I feel it's devastating. I'm gonna be honest. That is like one of them things that a parent would not want to hear, that their child was in an accident like that. That's like, even watching it for me was traumatic. I'm gonna be honest. I still see that video in my head, and it's like, it's. I really wish I would have not seen the video, to be honest, because that was just how do we as people do these things and not realize what we're doing, you know? I'm not putting blame on anybody, but I'm going to tell you myself. We went to Legoland, and I knew that I would not be able to get on rides with my child because I am bigger, I'm a big girl. So I did not put myself in a situation that I couldn't feel comfortable with, and I didn't want to get in a ride that I couldn't fit in. But this young man, he lost his life because people, and I'm gonna go back to say, when I was younger, and I guess things happen for a reason. But when I was younger, me and my sister did the 4-H thing where we showed sheep, and we did the fair, the Perry Fair, and there was this thing that was like a little horse thing that you can get on the miniature horses and go around. Well, I was young. I wasn't older. Like, I wasn't 12 or nothing like that. I was like 9 years old. I was young. And the man told me, or told my mom, that I was too big to get on there. And my whole life that devastated me. But in this situation, someone should have stepped in and said something. You know what is going on here. You see it. It ain't being rude. I mean, there's more ruder comments. Say, son, I know you want to really get on this ride, but this ride might not be for you, or this ride might not be, I don't know. I don't know a nice way to say it, but I mean, he, for his age, he was a big boy. Not calling him fat or nothing, but he was strong looking. And it's sad. It is really sad. And I'm not laughing at the situation by no means, because that is a very, very sad thing. But I think someone should have told him that he could not get on that ride. I really do. Because me, myself, I wouldn't have got up there because I'm big. So I know. But by him being a young man, young men and women just want to have fun and enjoy life. And it's sad that it had to come to this. I don't really know how to explain anything like that. But I'm bringing up this story because this story's been playing through my mind over and over again. And Al didn't want to see it. He didn't want to see the video. He didn't like seeing stuff like that. But I think a lot of things in that video and in the situation was neglected. They neglected that young man, and he lost his life in spite of people. And it was just not right. We as people need to stop and think about others, because we don't do that anymore. It's all about me. It's all about what I want. It's all about what I'm doing at the time. But sometimes, like today, well, yesterday, because today is like midnight or so, but me and Doodle went out and we went to a couple places. We really went to go get his medicine, but we just, did some mommy and me things. We just went and checked out some stores that we usually go to, and he enjoyed it. I enjoyed it myself. But we went and we stopped to get gas, and on my way out I passed by this man, and then the weird part is this: the way I went, and I knew it was meant for me to do, because the way I went I normally don't go. I usually turn and then go up and then do all that good stuff, but I went straight. And on the side, not to give myself a pat on the back for nothing, because I didn't do anything big, but it's just weird how things happen. Because I had this little bit of money in my pocket, a little bit of money in my purse, and it wasn't like I was using it for anything. It's just there. I just kept seeing it every time I opened my purse. I'm like, oh, okay. Just meaning to put it in the piggy bank or whatever. And today I drove past where I normally turn, and I went straight to the stop sign, and this man was sitting out there, and he wasn't standing. He wasn't even, he didn't even have his head up, really. Just had a sign. And I'm looking, and I remember the money in my wallet. Well, my purse. It's wallet, purse thing, whatever. And I'm thinking, I could give this money to him. He needs it. Not he needs it in a sense of I am more superior. Not like that. But I just, in me, I said, he needs this money. But I was looking behind me, there was somebody come out behind me, so I turned and I went around and I got situated and I got the money out, and like I said, it wasn't that much money. I don't usually carry money on me, period. I usually use a card, but I just had that left over out of some money. And I stopped and I said, "Excuse me, sir." And he looked up at me like the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed little kid. And I just handed him the money, and he said, "God bless you," and everything. And I said, "God bless you." And it just, I I don't really know if things like that make a difference to people, whether he went and got a drink or whatever he did with that little bit of money. Is That's his business, not mine. But if you like go through something and you're like, I feel like I need to do something, like something good, something positive, do it. Because you never know a person's situation. Like, I remember being homeless, and I was sitting at this park waiting for Al to get off work, and this couple came up and they gave me some money, and I thanked them and everything, but I was skittish about people, so I really didn't know, like, what is that with these people or whatever. But it was just, at the time, I needed the money. We needed gas money because we was living in a car, for Christ's sakes. We didn't, you know, we didn't have a place or whatever. But it's just, times people do not realize that you actually might be helping a person. You're looking at it as, oh, that person is just asking for a handout. You get these bad videos where people are doing things for money that, you know, might be wrong. Like people that have big houses that are just getting money. But, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times, even those videos make me question, well, how do you know just because they're driving this nice vehicle that they don't need the money? Sometimes people fall off. Yeah, people do have addictions, lottery, beer, whatever, alcohol, drugs, whatever. But it's like this, we all are human. We all make mistakes. We all go through things in life. And it takes you to be human and for you to see what you've been through to help another person. No matter how small it is, whether you have clothes or, food, just anything that you can help people with. And I've seen a lot of videos lately where people go out and they find people and they see them and they, like, it's so wonderful. It's so great to see people helping, because sometimes when you're less fortunate, you don't really want help. You want help, but you don't want help because you don't want to feel bad. You don't want to feel less of a person. But some of these people make them feel like, it's, you're not less of a person because you don't have it. You're not less of a person because of your situation. Laptop, and I know it's probably blurry or whatever, but it's like, what happened to us? What happened? I know those are good things, but a lot of times it's like we fail. Like, I go to a lot of places and I get mean looks. I know I'm a big girl, I know I don't look healthy. I know that. I know I probably don't buy the best things in the world. I know I should probably eat better. My hair is not perfect. My son's hair is not perfect. I know we look crazy probably, but that is me. That is my life. Why is it that we let other people's lives determine how we act towards them? If a person wants to go out with their hair a certain color, a certain way, wearing certain clothes, now, mind you, I'm not for all that little hot girl, little teeny bopper, little outfits. I don't like that. But, I mean, that's their business. As long as my man ain't looking. But, I mean, and that's another thing. How is that more acceptable than for me just to be a big girl and wear regular clothes that aren't your liking. How is that any different? Seriously. At least I'm not showing nothing. At least I'm not showing my bosoms, my butt. At least I'm covered, you know? So, anyway, I'm getting way off subject. I'm like tick for tat, whatever. But I am so lost right now. I like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, my son, I want to send him to school, but I don't want to send him to school. Um, I know I finished college, I graduated and everything, but I don't want to use that. I like what I did, but that's not that's not my direction. I don't feel. I did it because, well, at the time it was what I was into, you know. Al said do business management because we have a business, but I am not sell wise. I'm not a good salesperson by no means whatsoever. But I did it, I passed it, and now it's time for me to figure out what it is that I am good at, that I can do, that I don't have a problem with. And that is where I am failing. Because there's nothing. I just don't have no interest in things, you know. I like shopping. I do like doing that. But I would not do Uber Eats or whatever that stuff's called, or DoorDash or any of that. In the area that I stay in is not safe. not to be doing that kind of stuff. So that's a no-go. But I don't know. Is anybody else like that? Like, you're lost at life, like you're living it, you're doing the best you can, you're overcoming things, you're overcoming your depression, you're trying to be a better person, you're trying to, you know, keep your house together, but it's still falling apart in front of you. Like, I'm not talking about relationship wise. Relationship wise, it's great. Besides the fact that income wise it's not great, but it's make do. But you know, sometimes you know, I don't know about men, but women, you know, when you're seeing your husband struggle and you're seeing your husband make money, but it's not the money that he wants to make, and he wants to make all these decisions, and it's just not coming around like he wants it to, and it seems like you're the problem, which it may or may not be that problem, you know. Like me, for example, I stay at home, I take care of my son, and you know, I do all the paying of bills and stuff. I keep everything paid up. Al makes the money, I just do the chores in between. I'm not very good with doing the chores. I'm not very good at it, but I do it. But so I do that, and I just don't feel like I'm bringing anything to the table, is what I'm saying. Like, do you feel like that? Do you feel like, you know, you're making do with what you're doing, but is what you're doing really good enough? You know, you wanna be a better person, you wanna be a bigger person, you wanna, you know, bring you wanna make this house a home, and you wanna just have a luxurious life, you know. And there's nothing wrong with having luxurious things, you know. I'm not a person like that. As you can see, I wear almost the same nightgown every time I do a video. I just feel comfortable using my nightgowns. I do wash them, by the way. I haven't said it a million times already in my videos. I do wash my nightgowns. But yeah, I don't push for luxurious things. I got this bed from Farmers. I did that to try to build my credit, but it didn't work. It did not build my credit. Going to college built my credit. Passing college built my credit. Now let's get that right. I didn't do any credit repair or anything like that. I just applied for, after I graduated, I applied for credit cards and I got approved. Not very much credit because my credit history and job history is bad, but I never really worked, obviously. But so I didn't have that on my record as a income source. But by Al putting me on his credit card, it built me up a little bit more, and then going to college built it up more. So I just, I want to contribute something. I don't know. I guess that's why I started doing more videos. I know I initially said I don't want to do YouTube videos. Al wanted us to do YouTube videos, not me, because I'm not no camera person. I don't even like taking pictures because I think I look weird and ugly and just not the person that a person would want to look at in a video. But you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Who cares? If you watch me, know that I do have those issues in me, but I just try to do it and just go with it. So if you don't like what I look like, I'm sorry. Sorry. But I'm still going to do videos because this is what Al wants us to do, and I try to, keep it going and keep some topics going because I know people suffer like myself. I know. And I hope that people aren't, suffering tremendously and don't want to. I know I've moved so much. I know. I'm just a movable person. I don't think I have ADHD, but I think something is wrong. But anyways, so yeah. I want to say lately I have not wanted to do anything that is like, okay, for example, if you want to watch a movie, I don't watch movies. I watch an episode, and I just finished up my last episode thing, which was Superstore on Hulu, and I regret it because that was my show. I love that show. I should have watched one episode a day, but I just finished that, and I cannot watch movies. I can't even watch movies that I already seen that I loved. I just don't have that. I can't get into it, and I love movies. If you know me, you know that I'm a movie person. I'm always looking for new movies, but lately I get them, but I can't watch them. Or I'll watch a cartoon. I love Beauty and the Beast, but I just cannot watch it. I've watched it, bits and pieces, but but somehow I just got off topic with what I was talking about, because I was talking about the boy that had the accident, and then I was talking about a homeless man or a man, and then I was talking about myself. I just want to know that I'm not the only one out here that's, dealing with this. Not, why is my glasses so crooked? I know. These are cheap glasses. I'm not going to tell you what kind of glasses you buy. They're bifocals, but that's besides the point. If you can't afford glasses, these are what you get. I'm just being honest. You don't get a very good option when you can't afford good glasses. Boy, and my eyes are bad. For my age, my eyes are terrible. Like, hopefully by the time I'm 50, I ain't blind. Because, boy, it ain't going to be pretty. I don't want nobody wiping my behind. But, yeah. But I initially came up here to talk about just not feeling myself lately and just feeling out of sight, and the situation with the boy that had the accident that passed away. That is just very devastating. And let's all put his family in our prayers, because that is, he was so young, and he had a future, like, seriously. We're so on ourselves lately. That's all I can say. Because to me, in that video, they did not check that boy the way they should have. And maybe I'm wrong about what I'm saying, and I don't give a damn, but they should have checked that boy's seat, and they should have either said, "Sir, I think you're not going to fit in this ride." They should have said something. And to me, that's bullshit. But that's just my honest opinion. And it's not going to change the situation. It's not going to bring the boy back. But that is cockamamie. That is crap. He didn't deserve that. Nobody deserves anything that happens to them, you know? We as people, the pandemic has made me just really question a lot of things. And it's not about the pandemic that I question things. It's not. It's really not. It's about things that go on, and we're just guinea pigs of this world. My child can't even have a freaking, I remember, and I'll go back, I remember growing up, and when we had holidays, like say Halloween, you went door to door and you got candy. And me and my sister do this every year with my niece and my son, and we try to find places to take them trick-or-treating every year. Last year, I don't know, we didn't do anything last year. And sadly, we didn't do anything because it's not the way it used to be. Some people do trunk or treat, some people do not do trunk or treat. We don't have anything to do. So what are you going to do? Just buy them candy? To me, that was a treat as a child. It's something besides the normal everyday thing. It's not a big deal to a lot of people, but to me, that is a childhood. You see a movie, you're going to see kids going house to house trick-or-treating. Trunk or treat is not that bad, you know. It's but it's like we took that from children. Bible in or out of school, it really doesn't make a difference to me. But taking things from these children and giving them more work instead of being a child as a child, that is bullcrap. Why are these children having to learn things at an early age that either they're going to pass or fail? Why are we pushing these children to breaking points that they don't give a damn anymore? Why? Because I feel like that's what we're doing. We as adults, we don't have grandmas like we used to. My mom is the grandmother to my son. In her situation, she's not capable of being a grandma like the old-fashioned grandmas, like my grandmother. You know, all those things have like gone out the window. But she has her own things to deal with, your own mental problems to deal with, you know, like myself. But these children they got a future. They sure enough do. They got a big future. But I feel like if you push these children too hard, it's real. These glasses are really bothering me. I don't like what they look like that. But these children I feel like these children are feeling out of place. You know, they don't get to be kids and play and learn and be just themselves. And that's the whole point of learning, is learn. You don't just toss a freaking book at a person and expect them to know how to read. That doesn't work that way. You gotta learn to read. That's the whole concept of it. But okay, they're saying when a child is in kindergarten, they're supposed to be learning sight words. Yes and no. Because think about it. Kindergarten is when you learn to actually say your ABCs. They do pre-K ABCs and sight words. You're learning these things, but I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but everybody don't learn that way. Everybody's mind doesn't work that way. Everybody doesn't know how to read at a young age. God bless the parents who are able to teach their children how to read at a young age, because it's not easy for everybody. And go back to the pandemic. You have people out here that don't know how to read themselves having to teach their own children. And then they're wondering why children are behind now. And they're not making excuses for it. And they're criticizing the parents because of these things. But we're not teachers. We're not. We teach them the best we can. But everybody doesn't have that mind concept. That mind capacity to do those things. You know, okay, for example, myself. I can do it for a while. But I break down myself. I do it in spells. I get this urge and then I stop. Get this urge and then I stop. So it's like you want to teach your child. You have this whole concept, this whole aspect of things that you want to do for your child, and then it just like blows up in your face like, I thought we were going to color. I thought we were going to read, write, and do all this stuff. And then it's like, psh, no, you're not going to do all that. Because guess what? You're going to get burned out, and they're going to get burnt out. Because guess what? These teachers went to school to be a teacher. You didn't go to school to be a teacher. So, that trying to be, oh, let's sit down and let's read a book, it's not going to go and click in your mind. And you're not going to know how to, like, for example, I don't know what the name of this thing is. It's KHAN, Con Kids. It's this little app where they do, it's like a school thing that me and Doodle started doing. And he loves it. I like it too. But my thought was, when I was doing it and I was trying to show him how to learn, like show him how to pick out how, well, basically, and see, I can't even do it now. But anyway, how to choose the right answer. What looks right. And it was like getting complicated to me of how to speak to him, because I don't know. My mind is just give him the answer. Just give him the answer and just tell him what it is. But in my mind also, I want to be like, okay, choose the best answer that you feel is best. And it's just hard for me to say that. I don't know how mothers do it and fathers do it with homeschool. I just wish I knew a better form of doing it, because I really do not want to send him back to school. I don't. I wish I could do it and sound so professional and he could get it, and I knew how to get on his level with it. And I know some people are like, oh, well, you just learn with them. Learn as you go. But you get caught up not knowing how to say what you're trying to say. And that is my problem. I don't know how to say what it is that I'm trying to tell him to do. So, and I have that issue going on with myself. Trying to teach my child and make sure that he's not behind. And I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had friends because I don't even have anybody like that. Not no people that are like near me all the time, and you know, not mom friends, somewhat. If I don't run them off, but mostly just my sister and my mother. Nobody else. Don't deal with family members. Ooh, my arms look really fat right there. Why do I look so? Am I really that big? Sorry, sorry. I'm getting way off topic. Because you really, like, you don't look at yourself in the mirror like that. You're like, I don't look that big. And then you look at yourself on a video or something. Like, dang, I'm that big. But, yeah. Maybe one day we'll get it right and we'll figure our lives out and get everything rolling and we can make some money and have a good old time. But right now, I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, so just tell me how y'all are going. How are y'all doing, and how is everything on your side of the fence? Because mine is kind of crazy. Y'all enjoy y'all's time with family and friends, and do something kind and be loving to one another. Try to be okay. Because I know times is rough and everything is up and down and at a place you feel like if you lose something it's the worst thing in the world. But I'm telling you, the worst thing in the world to me is keeping things that you don't need and trying to hold on to things that are hindering you. And a while ago, me and Al watched a movie, and it was about these people, and it was rich or whatever, and something happened, and they lost everything, and it was living in a tent, and I don't remember the name of the movie, but that has always stuck with me. Like, materialistic things, that's just what it is, materialistic. Cars, you only need one good car. Well, maybe two. Depends on your situation at home. But luxurious things, when you have time and money, those are good. Are they a necessity? No. Is having a big house that you can't afford and it's a necessity? No. No. Necessity. Did I say necessity? Necessity. I can't even talk right now. But those things are not things that, it's things to work towards, but it's not things to go in debt for, because everything has a stepping stone. Like I told Al when we got this place, I was like, regardless of what the situation is, regardless of where it's located, regardless of what, everything is a stepping stone. Everything is not written in stone. Let's get that right, people. Everything that you do in life is not written in stone. So you can change whatever it is. This house, yeah, we got it. But do we have to be here forever? No, we don't. There are so many things out here that you can do. You have to be in a home forever. No. Like, a lot of people are becoming truck drivers. On the screen, is that on my... A lot of people are becoming truck drivers. I ain't recommending that to a lot of people. Al does it, but it ain't for everybody. Let's put it like that. Truck driving is only for people who are skilled drivers that don't have panic attacks like myself and are not afraid. You get used to it, I guess, but to me it's not for everyone. But doing things for yourself is good, but doing things for others is never a good thing. We hit that path a lot of times, and it never goes out good, and it sets you back a whole lot. Or you'll be spending a whole lot of money trying to please these people and not pleasing yourself and getting yourself in debt. Credit card, any kind of debt. It doesn't matter. In life, people are either going to like you or they're not going to like you. It is not no in between. You can do anything. I put it like this. You can do anything in the world for a person. Throw them a party. Give them whatever it is that you can give them. But if that person ain't for you, they just ain't for you. And that's just the God honest truth. If people like you, they like you. At just point blank period. People don't pretend, and I'll put it like this. People pretend to like you, true. But at the end, it ain't no making nobody be who you want them to be to you. Because that's just where it goes. You have friends and you have foes. And I won't really say anybody's a friend, because at the end of the day, if anything happens to this person, are they going to be by your side? Are you going to be by their side? Is there anything that you can do for a person if they're ever in need, besides be a shoulder? Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not good. But from my experience, people want things from you. I don't care who it is. Mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, anybody. It is all, doodle. That's all it is. You got to be for yourself. And not being greedy, not being selfish. But you got to love you. Do good things. Keep your life together. Keep your house together. Without trying to please people. Without trying to be something crazy or something outlandish. And just love life. Now, some people do like the luxurious things, and I'm not knocking it. If you got the money to get it, get it. Have fun, enjoy your life. But don't sit there and enjoy it if you know you can't afford it. That's all I'm saying. There's plenty of things out here that you can do. And at the end of the day, it's all about your happiness, not anybody else's. It's you. It's you and your life. Now, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about now. I done got so off topic. I was about to get off this thing. I done kept on talking. Probably doesn't sound correct or anything, but I'm just basically trying to say love yourself and just be free. Be free of all the things that you feel like you got to prove to somebody. Because I promise you, there is nothing you can do or say to a person, regardless of how much debt you get in trying to please some people. They either gonna like you or they not. And half the time they not. Like this house. If you see this house, you'd be like, it's just a plain house. That's not little fancy. But guess what? Guess what? It's affordable. It's livable. Besides the septic part. Now, I ain't gonna lie. The septic part pisses me off. Because if I could kick that boy's ass, I would kick it so far to the daggone moon, I would do it. Because that should have been fixed before we even got in here. Septic should have been. Because this is an old ass house. Don't sit here and know the damn thing's messed up. Not fix it. But I know sometimes you just can't fix things. And I ain't gonna say that it's his fault completely, you know. I knew this was an old house, but I wasn't thinking about septic issues. Pipes. Now, I want to tell you that too. You get a house, and you want an older house. Make sure you got the money to fix everything. Because if it's an old house, this is a 1946, 40s, 1940s brick home. So it's not got no new pipes. These pipes is really, really old, if not as old as the house. So That being said, we got a mess on our hands because they got to be redone, and that ain't cheap. Well, I mean, it ain't expensive. To me, it's not expensive because if they're expensive, I think 100,000. But I don't know how they're gonna get into these walls. These walls is not. These walls is not shallow. These are very sturdy walls. So I don't know how that's gonna go. If you are familiar with, I don't know, plaster walls, if you know anything about old walls or old homes that you change out the piping in, please let me know. Or if you have an old house, let me know, because I want to know how much it's really going to cost, because I don't think that's the right price, because I think they're going to have to break that wall to get that pipe out, and this is serious, because it keeps on, like, the toilet will back up, tubs will back up, sinks back up, except for the other side of the house. We have that side, but for real, we only been here a year. Well, we ain't even been here a year, almost a year, but I had to change back to my old toilet paper, because I ain't gonna lie, I do not use no thick toilet paper. I don't use no Angel Soft. If your behind comes here and you can't use no cheap ass toilet paper that's thin as hell, I can't help you. I can't help you. You got the bathtub right there. Wash off in the bathtub, because that's just what it's gonna be. Because toilets, I feel like this. Thick toilet paper, I don't know who the hell got a toilet that can use them thick pieces, but it ain't here. I never like thick toilet paper, because it's bad. It's bad for your toilets. If I could afford to get a bidet, I would do that, because that is what I like. But I'm not willing to. Well, I've seen some on sale. I can't say that. But it's too doggone cheap. But anyways, this is my nightly talk, and I am so sorry I held y'all up. If you are watching this long, I'm so sorry that I done kept you up and talked your ears off or whatever. But I hope y'all have a blessed night, and y'all enjoy y'all's lives, and enjoy your time with your family and friends, or whoever it is that you're spending time with. Just enjoy you. Enjoy yourself. Because guess what? Ain't nobody else gonna do it but you. Can't nobody else help you but you. Your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, everything is you. We slowly but surely gotta understand that it is about us, and we are important people. We are important regardless of size, shape, form, fashion, looks, whatever. We are important. So, y'all enjoy yourselves and have a wonderful night.